What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Dangbot003 back at it with another deck profile from the poll that I posted on Wednesday. And before we get into the deck profile, I just wanted to let you guys know that we are almost at 500 subscribers. We are only 17 away. So, guys, if you could please leave a like, it really helps out. And maybe even if you like the video, leave a sub. But once we get to those 500 subs, we are going to be doing that giveaway for the Lost Art that I talked about in the last video that I posted, which might not be the last video once I post this. But as you guys can see, it is the 10 sleeper cards of the format. Even though the ban list has come out since then and the format is technically different, I don't really want to say it is different, but technically we have a different ban list, so it's a different format. But those cards are still really good in the format. So if you guys want to see that, go check the video out. If you haven't yet, leave a like on it. It will really help out with the channel. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile that you guys wanted to see. It is the Floowandereze deck profile. And let's go over the ratios and talk about it a little bit. So, everything in the main deck will kind of seem standard, so I'm not going to explain too much. 1 Ryza, 1 Mist Valley Apex Avian, double M-Pen, 3 Robina, 3 Eaglin, 1 Stree, 1 Toucan, double Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. The reasoning is very simple, is versus Tier Ishizu. If you go second, they will mill your deck once they know what you are playing. So, you want to be safe, and you want to just have the second barrier statue just so you can drop it on them, because this is an FTK. And another FTK that we are running 3 of is Dimensional Shifter. Nothing much to say there. Triple map, triple adventure, 1 Unexplored Winds, 1 Terraforming, double Dimensional Fissure, the newest addition to the deck, as Dimensional Fissure has come to 3, but I am not choosing to main deck 3 because I don't want to draw multiples, but I want to up the chance of seeing this in my opening hand, or seeing it with one of the pots. Triple Dark Ruler No More, just to help you with going second, playing into those Baguskas, thing like that. Triple Jack in the Hand for consistency. Some of you may know what this is. It's been a tech card in Flunder for a while now. But for those of you who don't, this card says, reveal 3 level 1 monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent adds 1 to their hand, and you add 1 to your hand. The third gets shuffled into the deck. So what you do with this, if you have, let's say you're missing a small bird, you just show them a Robina, a Eaglin, and then one of your other birds. They choose, they're probably going to give you a Stree or a Toucan. Doesn't really matter. You're still going to get into a bird, and it's going to just help you boost the consistency in the deck. So that's why I'm playing that. Then I'm playing 3 Duality, 3 Prosperity, 1 Dreaming Town. I was thinking about maybe playing double Dreaming Town, just because it's really good. Sometimes in the grind game you want to have more than 1 if you're not able to add it back. So that is it for the main deck. Then for the side deck, there is 1 card that I forgot to add because there's just so many things here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it here anyways. Let's see, what can we... Let's just put it here for now. You guys know what I mean since I did this live. So the first option for the side deck would be Ultimate Slayer. Ultimate Slayer is really good. You would be playing the targets like the Trouble Sunny, the Aggregator, an Entis, a Garura, the Omega, and the Adignister. I feel like those are really good targets with this, and it just makes this card so much stronger. So that's a good side deck choice. You could play the Bestials, which are really good as well, going second, and they give you bodies to tribute and give you big monsters as well. Then you could also play DD Crow because it is a level 1 wing beast, which means it is searchable off Rabina. If you are able to search this, it's really good to add onto your board. Next, I'm playing the 1 Necro Valley. Not much to say about that. You know what Necro Valley does to tier Ishizu, so if you have the space for it, include it in your deck. Next, I chose Book of Eclipse as a possible side deck, maybe even main deck card. It's really good going into a mirror match. Just helps you run over cards. It's really good going into a sprite board if they don't have Toad. It's also good going into the tier board. It just books all their stuff and turns off all their traps, things like that. So I feel like this is a really good option. It also serves the same purpose as Book of Moon when you go first, because it protects your birds from being targeted, or, well, it doesn't protect them from being targeted, but it protects them from things that target them, like Solic, Effect Veiler, Imperm, cards of that nature. So it helps you resolve your effects while also helping you break into a board. Next, I'm playing the Feather Duster, just because you need spell and trap removal. The Lightning Storm, not much to say about that either. Having a Lightning Storm and a Shifter is really good going second. FTK right there. Cosmic Cyclone, again, to deal with those pesky things like the Planet, or the Crime, or the Solic. The next, I'm playing a card that Nesh showed off. I feel like this could be a really good tech card for this deck. I spoke about it in my sleeper cards as well. So what this does is target a face-up monster your opponent controls, change it to face-down defense, then you can return all field spells on the field to the hand. So this is a out for Zombie World, and it's an out for Baguska as well. So I feel like that's why I wanted to include it. It's a really good choice. Then the Third Dimensional Fissure, you can just side it when you know you're going first. Then I would feel comfortable playing all 3 Dimensional Fissures in the main. Then I have Soul Drain. You don't activate anything in the graveyard, and this card directly hits the best deck. Why not? Next, we have another FTK, Harpy's Featherstorm. Not much to say there. Trap Trick to get you to the Harpy's Featherstorm. Then a Flunder card that doesn't really see a lot of play, so I will read it for you guys. It is Floowandereze in the Scary Sea. So what this card does is when your opponent would special summon a monster while you control a face-up tributed monster and no special summon monsters, negate the summon. If you do, return that card to the hand. Also, for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot special summon, but he can conduct up to 3 normal summons or sets this turn. So, this is kind of serves as a Scythe lock that is a counter trap, which is really good. So you ideally would want to set up your M-Pen or something like that, and when your opponent goes to special summon a monster, you flip this on them, and now they can't access their extra deck for the rest of the turn. So that's really good. And then I have the Macrocosmos. Same theory as Dimensional Fissure. If you know you're going first, you can put this in. It is an FTK against tier. Nothing much to say there. And then the extra deck doesn't really matter too much. Just make sure to include a Zeus package for when you need to go into Zeus. Underworld Goddess, just for when you have the extra bodies and there's a problematic monster on board. The Anima for, in case you ever need it. Phoenix to out stupid floodgates. And then the Harpy Conductor, just because it, sometimes you can make it. So yeah, that is it for this deck profile. I didn't want to go too in depth because, as you all know, the Flunder deck doesn't change too much. It's pretty straightforward, and you have maybe about 4 to 5 flex spots in the main deck, which I kind of went over, and then you basically, the deck building comes in through the side deck. I gave you guys a couple options so you can explore for yourself and see what works better. So yeah, if you guys like this deck profile, make sure to leave a like. Again, as I said, that really helps push the videos out there, and lets me know that you guys like the video to keep doing stuff like this. And if you really like it and you want to see more things like this, leave a sub. Help us get to that 500 sub goal. And we will be doing that giveaway, and then we will have more giveaways in the future. They're only going to get better and better as the channel grows, so make sure you guys stick around for that. And without further ado, Dangbot003 signing out, guys.